Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And it's been a busy day for us. I can't believe I'm saying these words, but it's been a busy media day for Cracking the Cryptic. Can you ever imagine we'd get to that point? But what with the miracle Sudoku catching fire on our 4 million video, a lot of people have been interested. And I've been talking to local radio today. I'm sure Simon's told you this already. He's been talking to the BBC and also to WGN Morning News in Chicago. I think he was on TV there earlier. Now, we haven't been able to see that because the content's not available in Europe. So I haven't seen that yet. I hope to get a chance to see it at some point. Anyway, that is good fun for us. But back to the business of the puzzles. And actually, although Simon's done a brilliant puzzle already today, I think we've got something special for you. So this is one of those where I've been told to call up the grid whilst running the video. And you get an idea of why this might be, because this puzzle is called the Minimalist Sudoku. And I mean, hats off to Risa, from Malaysia, who apparently composed it, for really having the most minimalist name possible. Just 4 letters. Risa, brilliant. So, I mean, it really fits with the puzzle. Anyway, so I've been told to click on the same URL that's available to you below the video to play the puzzle. Now, I will reveal the rules, which I know before clicking on the puzzle, and they may give some clue as to how we get a minimalist presentation. And the rules are simply that arrows outside the grid point to an increasing sequence of numbers. And secondly, that for every cell in the grid, its symmetric counterpart, if you rotate the grid 180 degrees, has to be the number subtracted from 10. Now, we've seen in some puzzles how that can lead to really quite interesting grids that don't need all that much other help. So again, that's a clue as to how this has been compiled, but I don't know what it's going to look like. So just to try and explain that again, in case I haven't been clear, say that the top left cell is a 1, then the bottom right cell, which is its symmetrical counterpart if you rotate the grid 180 degrees, it must be a 9. So they must be 10 minus each other. Okay, and with that, oh my god, okay, I don't know what I was expecting, but my goodness, that is minimalist. 3 arrows, no givens, nothing except these 2 tiny little rules that these arrows are pointing to increasing sequences of numbers, and that the grid is crucially symmetric in the sense that a 1 there must be matched by a 9 there, and say we had 2 there, it would be an 8 here. They must be 10 minus each other. That's insane. I mean, that is bizarre, but let's have a go. Let's see what we get. So let's remember, and I mean, this was something about the puzzle Simon did a couple of days ago, is that once you have that restriction applying, once you've found that numbers symmetrically opposite add up to 10, then you know that the central number in the grid is a 5. So we can place one number. Hurrah. But I suppose what we then have to do, let's find the longest diagonal. That's got to be this one going up here. 7 cells, so 2 degrees of freedom. We can write in 3 numbers in each cell. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this can't be 3, 4, 5 because of the 5 we've placed. That has to be 4 or 6, but 6 or 7 because it can't be 5 now. So now it's 7 or 8, 8 or 9. In fact, I can go back, that this has got to be below 3 or 4, so it can't be 4 and that can't be 3. So we've got 2 possibilities. Now let's use the symmetric counterparts of these straight away. So that cell is here. We're basically looking at a diagonal down here which is the reverse of these numbers. And I don't, oh, I see, so we get a 9-8 pair straight away. Yeah, that's very neat. That's 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 4 again. We get another pair in the box. This must be 3 or 4, 3 or 2, and 2 or 1, and we get another pair. Now let's try it with the next diagonal. That's all we can really do. So we're going up this way. So 1, 2, 3, or 4 normally, but this is now 2, 3, or 4. It can't be a 5. This is 3, 4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, 6, or 7. This can't be a 5. 6, 7, or 8. 7, 8, 9. Now those are restricting some things. This can't be... Oh, it could. Okay. Oh, but look, this has already created a 2, 3, 4 triple in the box. That's nice. Actually, let's deploy the mouse. Sorry about the, I forgot that. So yes, I've got this going. So 2, 3, 4 triple there. This must now be 1. That's 2, 3, 4. So this can't be 3 or 4. This now has to be higher than 5 or 6. Yes. And we can carry on making sure they get bigger. Don't get any more nice triples. But now let's reverse this up here. It must start with a 9 because that's 10 minus this one. Then that can be 8, 7, 6. Here's our triple again, 6, 7, 8. This can be 5 or 4, 3 or 4, 2 or 3, 1 or 2. And we're beginning to see how this can be solvable. Might not even be all that difficult now that we've started. Now, a 1 here, so this can't be 1. I'm looking at the last of the 3 arrows now. Last clue we get given, actually, by cluing methods. But this could be anything up to a 6, couldn't it, in theory? Oh, well, hang on. Let's, just before we do that, I've just spotted this 9 is looking straight at that 9 or 8 pair. So we can fill those in. That's giving us a 1 here and a 2 here. Don't want to make any... And that 2 sorts this all out. Is that right? Yes. We can put in this whole diagonal now. No, we can't. We can put... Yes, we can. 6. Yes, we can. 7, 8. So we can come down this one. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Oh, that's brilliant. 8 there. That's matched by a 2 here. This 7 is now seeing this cell, so that's 8, and 9 has to be bigger. 2 and 1 there. This is now 3 because the 4 was seeing it. That is 7. Oh, one lone cell that we can't figure out yet on these 2 diagonals. But now we can do this. This can't be a 1, so it could be 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to stop there, I think. This can't be a 3, but it's got to be bigger than that. 4, 5, or 6. This could be 5 or 7. This can only be a 6. It can see 7 and 8 in its box, 9 in its row and column. That's a 6, so that brings this down to 5. This is 4. And this is 2 or 3. So clever. Isn't that lovely? So 6 there, that's a 4 here. 5 there. 6 there. Am I going the right way? Yeah, this is going up. Yes, so this is going down. Yeah, that's fine. 6 there. And this must be 7 or 8. And now this 5 is ruling on that 6. That gives us a 4 there. I mean, it's amazing that this can work. So these 2 cells, 2, 7, 5, 3, 8 in the row, 4, 6 in the box. They're 1 and 9. We can see how they get sorted out. I mean, the thing with this perfect symmetry is it's relatively easy to pick up everything. So that is just all simple Sudoku. 3 in this column, it's got to be there. That resolves the last of the numbers on the diagonals. 9 must be here. We've got a 5 and 8 here. And I mean, this is going to be really straightforward now, but what a puzzle to create. What an idea to make a puzzle that looks that incredibly unhelpful and obviously turns out to be incredibly helpful. I mean, it just shows you what these restrictions do. You know, that symmetrical restriction, we've seen before how it really applies to grids and fixes them really fast once you get the use of it. I mean, some people are, oops, that's not right. 1 and 5 there, okay. Some people have even written in saying, please don't feature any more symmetrical grids because it's kind of too easy, too much of a giveaway. But I just think that you've got to see a puzzle like that to believe that it can exist. It's insane in a way that can be the case. I mean, when I opened that grid, you know, I knew I was going to see something interesting, but it is gobsmacking to see how little you can get away with. Fantastic. Well done, Risa. That is really nice. And, you know, in some ways, having seen what you have to do, it's not that challenging a solve. It really helps to know this trick about the central square has to be a 5. But once you've got that, and once you just try with the diagonals, it gets done. I mean, it's a really clever puzzle. Not really, you know, I'm 11 minutes into the video. I probably spent 3 minutes explaining what to do at the start. So it's not a difficult puzzle in any way, but it's so amazing that it can be presented like that. One more thought on why this 5 was a kind of giveaway. It is its own opposite cell, so it has to be exactly half of 10. That's kind of the way to look at it. If you rotate the grid 180 degrees, this is still the same cell, so 10 minus that number has to be that number, and therefore it is a 5. And I mean, that was very useful. I don't know if you could possibly have done that if you imagined a rule where you didn't have to fill in 5s or something. What a lovely puzzle, though. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much to Risa. Thank you for watching. I hope you did have a go at that one, because you'll have found it not half as bad as you expected. And that's really nice. Hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. And until then, goodbye for now.